Alright, well, hello there, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Grand Ages Medieval once again, folks, to, I believe, episode 8 or somewhere alongst the lines of that. Anyhow, moving forwards from here, we should probably get rid of these bandits, firstly. And secondly, oh, would you look at that? There's a nice little ravine here or something of the such. I think inside this episode we'll try to do a little bit more expanding, but afterwards I think we'll try and see whether or not we can do something with the combat system, now that I think we have kind of ample maintenance fees to get things going there. And in the meantime, I think I'll get this one single construction squad to just kind of build up, if you will, half the empire right here, or more than that, more or less, because they let's see how long they're gonna take. They're actually gonna take a long time. Never mind. The other roads we've built seem to build pretty fast, so in that case I'll get 2 more squads of these people going. In that case I might want to cancel their orders for all of that and just kind of have them, upgrade his section for now and get the rest to do the other sections later on. So yeah, we can get some development there, and even in fast forwards time, that troop is really slow on getting things done. So yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is that we could build a military right now, but I think I'll hold off of that for now, and I'll do that later on. Let's see, let's give them all of this area, and lastly we'll give this one this area up here.
Hands out your pockets.
So right, so that'll take some of our goods. That'll start using up some of those construction goods that we have just sitting around. And in the meantime, we could try to expand into this area, and that's exactly kind of what I think I'll try to do.
You think you have something to offer me?
Right, so we can send these guys offers now for a lot of things, and because we have the cash, I want to see, kind of how much we can give him here for his city. So looks like every time I bump it up, or bump up the offer by about 100 grand or so, it bumps it up by about 15%. That's fine with me.
This offer corresponds to my expectations.
And it looks like that'll just take some time for us to bribe off those cities and get them rolling, in due time, really.
You wish to do an offer from you. Wonderful.
Yeah, of course, it's wonderful. We're just giving them free cash. So there we go. And right, and after once we kind of secure this area of the world, I have a feeling afterwards it might be time to begin moving out and seeing what else is out there. What other cities and things are kind of where what other factions really are present along the map. So speaking about that, I really want to try to figure out where that green faction is, and I want to see whether or not we can kind of take them over. So that'll be our next objective. Currently, let's see whether or not we can buy the city for 2,000.
You're offering too little. An offer from you. Wonderful.
Yeah. In that case, we have 300,000. Okay, so that works out pretty well. And would you look at that? That will afford us another place. And that'll also give us a new title for the title of Grand Duke, which helps us out, I guess, to some extent. So right. Now, going from there, I'm going to explore over here. From the looks of it, the green faction here is a bit weaker than the brown faction over there, and I say that mostly because I see a lot of dirt roads over here, possibly indicating that they don't have any of those higher end goods.
Is there anything else?
Such as
so much running about.
What do you
such
want
as
to
those.
Oh, you wish to make me an offer.
Though what am I trying to say here? The metal tools and things required to build those roads.
Oh, you wish to make me an offer.
And right, so once again, we'll just buy over one of these towns.
You have made a good offer. What agreeable offer do you have for me today?
And there we go. So we get another place settled down. And later on, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get this last town to abide by what we want. And hey, would you look at that? We managed to effectively, I suppose, finish off a region. So now we get full fog of war within here. So that is quite nice. Well, looks like we're fighting some bandits of the green faction over here, bringing one single troop. So I'm guessing the green faction's manpower is also factored in there. So not bad at all. And I'm guessing at this point, you know, honestly, there's not too much of a tech tree in the sense that we can finish it real fast. So we'll do that. And afterwards, we'll move on here. So we get town planning. That seems fairly useful. And taking a look at some more troops. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing we can recruit. Or at least I don't believe within our region that would be necessarily better. So I think we'll just get the shipyard and you know, get another building that we can build and some more trade that we can kind of establish from there. So yeah, quite neat. And now let's take a look. So these tailors are still, they need more fur. I'm pretty sure fur, it was let's see where fur is handled. Fur is handled over here. Okay. Right. In this case, I'm gonna stack up a few more goods producing buildings and we'll let that ship and shine. And now, I wonder why this town isn't all too friendly with us. We should be trading a lot with these people, and as a matter of fact, we have decent sympathy with them. So I'm guessing maybe not all the goods we'd like to ship them are getting through, but then again, at the same time, we're shipping an absolute ton of goods to them as well. So nevertheless, we'll let that do its thing. We'll see how it wraps up, really.
Time to upgrade.
And I guess we'll upgrade the roads over here and inside this area as well, converting yeah, all of these into kind of these paved roads now. So this will be quite nice. And either way, I guess this will be a good benefit for kind of, yeah, everyone, for us and them. But seeing as how we dominate trade inside this area, it's more so for us. And there, would you look at that? The road conversion goes on. So right, there you go. That makes our empire holdings, you know, a little more civilized, a little more, you know, I don't know what the exact word would be, but it gives us nice, you know, kind of shine towards the lands with these paved roads and all. So yeah, there you go. And you got the scenic winter view, which we haven't seen before. Oh, would you look at that? That's right. So overall, moving forwards from here, taking a look at trade just before we move forwards. So yeah, all the trade is doing more or less, yeah, pretty well. And again, that would that kind of makes this area a bit of an enigma. Either we're just not putting enough trade in through here, or we're just not kind of trading the right goods with them. So that might be one of the things that we could work upon in a bit. For now, I want to get a few more meat shops working in there. We have, I believe, taking a look at salt, yeah, 450 units just kind of sitting around. That is definitely enough to work well with. And now these bandits, where are they coming from? I could just post a troop up here indefinitely, really. That's not a big problem. It's just that I would rather not having to do that, but I think they might want to polish that up before game release. Just being able to kind of know where those bandits truly are, because it is kind of annoying trying to find them along the map here. And right, so seeing as our trade is fairly localized from the looks of it, I mean, we have, yeah, massive stockpiles of wine and stuff here, and that's not going to any of these regions. I mean, we could expand the empire here by settling, you know, a bit of a new settlement over here that supplies wine, and from the looks of it, maybe not fruit, but maybe, well, definitely something with luxury goods. We have tools and all that. They have bread and they have booze. So actually, that, you know, that kind of rounds things out pretty well. So I don't know. We could build. Let's see. What should we build? Yeah, they have a stockpile of almost everything except for clothing, luxury goods, that, and meat. And we recently have the meat, we have the clothing going on. So I would assume that the clothing is being made, but still a limited number of them are being made, which speaks to me about increasing the productivity of this building tremendously. But yeah, almost 5. And in terms of furs, we'll get 3 more of these shops built up. So that should get, yeah, that should get this network set up. And our merchants still aren't at full capacity, so that is another good thing. Alright, so how are we doing over here? Still not many of these guys is, full needs. I would assume they need a market for their cloth, a market for their brewery goods, and a market for their honey, which they've kind of been amply filling, but they're building up a lot of goods, and that's not necessarily being shipped anywhere. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on over there. Alright, let's make a save, and let's prepare for conflict then. Because, I mean, we do have the cash for it, and we probably, you know, it won't hurt to have a few archers and a few things around. So let's take a look at these guys. So Longbowmen, they do exactly what they sound. They have the same combat power, but they have a longer fighting distance. We can only recruit these guys in Britannia, so we will do that. Over here, I didn't upgrade these barracks, so we'll do that right now. So yeah, we'll do that there. And taking a look at cavalry, I don't think we have another variant of them, so just train a lot of archers, cavalry, and kind of mercenaries as we go along here, because again, I've said in the previous video, that seems to be kind of the best combination of troops, just kind of seeing what the AI is running and what they're doing over there. The cavalry finishes off all the blunt all of the archers, and then really the archers just kind of mop up everything else. I mean, yeah, not really anything much more than that. And yeah, mercenaries serve as cannon fodder as well. So we'll get our grand army here set up soon enough, or as best as we can. And there, would you look at that, recruitment is going on, lots of those ping sounds, lots of troops being made. Lastly, we'll get a few more archers and things set up whenever we can, really. Right, so that actually, yeah, from the looks of things, it might take them a while to find the recruits, is, I would imagine, the problem. But there we go, we're getting a few more. Now let's take a look at whether or not we can train any specific fighting units. Would you look at that? We can do knights in France and Poland, which is pretty good. That gives us reason to actually switch over from cavalry. So, no, they are, yeah, they are mounted units. Okay. So, a little bit expensive, but at the same time, you know, that's fine. And right, so we don't need these guys anymore. We'll need more longbowmen. We'll have to check up on the longbowmen as we go along here. The reason being is that I'm not terribly sure whether or not the actual range, the benefit of them, makes such a big deal. More or less because of the fact that, from the looks of it, more often than not, when you're kind of in those battles, I mean, of course the AI takes control, right? So yeah, I mean, does the AI really do anything drastic with the range? Does it truly try to kite them? Is kind of the question I'm asking here. Alright, so again, I'm guessing they need to... I don't know, maybe they just take a long time to build in terms of weeks. Either way, we'll get some forces ready, and then afterwards we'll try to push towards, I suppose, the Iberia Peninsula over here. I'm checking for any graphs here of what do we have. Would you look at that? We have some delivery tasks, have some events. More or less, these are kind of very simple things. Let's see. From the looks of things, you know, there's some town foundations going by this Rignard Nasi person. Some takeovers. I'm guessing by the Brown faction over there. So, you know, fairly interesting. And things just kind of move forwards from there. Right. So, now that we have a force ready, let's get them assembled.
And now it begins.
And let's see what we can kind of do with all of this combat power. Well, we have even more.
Let's go. On the way.
Okay, I think I'll wait until week 52 or something along the lines of that. See whether or not we have... Yeah, okay. So, from the looks of things, this is kind of exactly how many army troops we have.
This is going to hurt.
And it looks like depending on kind of how much commodities we have stockpiled up,
Out of the way.
this has a fair amount of resource costs associated with it.
Nobody's going to stop us.
Right. So with that said and all, I think we should try to roll down a few towns real fast and try to finish up the war before anything else.
I'm sure you will be impressed by the size of our barracks.
So let's see. This is an option only active when there's a neutral alliance and it has not changed recently. So I'm guessing we can degrade the alliance, then go to war. And in the meantime, we can take a look at this force that has amassed over here. So I can't zoom down any farther, but that's the... this is the knights. And all of these guys are, longbowmen. They don't necessarily look like what they do in the portraits, but, you know, small change, really. Come on. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So let's see. They have a lot of alliances with a whole bunch of mayors from the looks of things. That is fine with me. So we'll be able to start a conflict like that with them. They have their forces moving around over there. And the thing is that I've yet to notice there being any siege equipment in the game, so things just kind of go as is.
Nobody's going to stop us.
Right, so I'm going to see whether or not we can take out one of these towns first and foremost and kind of crush them at that. And, hey, would you look at that? So you got the cavalry over here fighting a side battle, and I'm guessing this is still part of the main conflict. So we got some knights going up against those mercenaries. They should have the advantage in this fight. But nevertheless, those are pretty heavily damaging units, and the archers do contribute to that. You got... Oh man, would you look at that? You got a volcano eruption. That's so nice that you can see that really. I'm gonna zoom back. Hopefully it'll still be around at that time. But that is really, really nice. Little volcano in the background there. Let's try to put that in perspective of the fighting. So yeah, really, really nice. I don't know if you guys can tell with the YouTube quality, but you got you know, some arrows flying in here as well. Okay, so that is pretty much that. It looks like the archers are helping out by keeping the guys pinned, and they do actually, you know, have tents for the siege. You got the main camp from the looks of it over here. You have people on the mountains too, and oh, would you look at that? You get some guys hidden behind the mountain over here. So, you know, quite interesting little siege here. Ah, and I see. So this town is allied with the Green faction. That might be why they weren't
And now it begins.
so keen in joining us. But I like the fact that the archers do contribute, or I'm guessing it's the archers that contribute majorly towards the siege. So let's see, first town taken. Yeah, so that puts out a unit of mercenaries, or our mercenaries and our swordsmen swarming them up. So that should be a quick battle in our favor, and that should be the end of them.
We're coming.
Right, so let's detach a force, and I'm gonna send that over to siege this city. And to me, I think we have enough forces there to successfully siege that. And right down on the coast here, I would have preferred if we can send our swordsmen in to that fight instead, but you know what, that's fine. Yeah, I'm playing this game in windowed mode, so I can't actually see the bottom of my screen here. I don't necessarily know what the troop counts are, so bear with me here. We'll siege these people, we'll conquer them, and we'll leave them as that. Should probably buy some more traders for these places. And with traders, we'll need carts. And we'll probably get them connected to the trade network over here in a short amount of time.
We're coming.
Yeah, we know you're coming. So let's get some of our forces here to intercept.
Nobody's going to stop us.
Some of the smaller bands raiding
Out of
about.
the way.
Get the main force to siege the city. And I'll see what's going on.
As good as done.
Oh, would you look at that? The neutral band is sweeping in here, doing some damage. Okay. If they want to kind of match
This is
us
going
here,
to hurt.
I'm gonna grab our guys. I'm gonna try to pull them into the fighting here. And now I noticed that the game doesn't actually tell me that this is considered a fight. You got the reinforcements here sweeping it, but I'm assuming that it is fully functional, in the sense that our guys are, you know, running in here and helping out. So that should be pretty good. And hey, would you look at that? They are fighting over there as well.
This is going to hurt.
Okay, so those sieges are going to continue. I'm going to get a pair of, or you know, a few of my troops to rob a few of the outposts that they have, perhaps. And right over here, they want to fight.
Out of the way. And now it begins.
So I suppose you don't actually have to be more or less, you know, kind of sitting around these camps to siege them. It looks like you can just kind of be within that sphere of presence to, you know, the sphere here to kind of
Anything else?
knock them down. So that's not too bad. I want to select these troops, but don't know why that has to be a difficult task. There we go. Right, and ideally that'll go well. Grab us a few more towns, and that'll be that. So, in the meantime, I suppose we'll get another shipment of archers in. And from Bristol, I will consider getting a shipment of, just in general, axemen. Something to deal with the, the pike lines that they have. in a few short weeks, there should be, well, 2 more settlements for us. So that is all well and good. Now, in the meantime, taking a look at some of the battles. Yeah, over here there's some minor action, and over here, would you look at that? They seem to be sallying forth here with a couple of troops.
So much running about.
Okay, so not bad at all. Right, so I noticed our cash is getting slightly thin. Shouldn't be a problem for the time being, but after a while that might become... Actually, now it's getting pretty low. But then again, at the same time, I'm guessing that the trade happens in kind of intermittent bursts. So, yeah, not a big problem.
Nobody's going to stop us.
Right. So the other thing we can do is we can put some of our guys in towns, which I believe lowers the amount of cash we would need.
Let's go. We're in trouble. Let's move.
From the looks of it, yeah, things were pretty good until we ran out of cash. And yeah, putting them inside towns, from the looks of it, helps out by kind of reducing their maintenance amounts. Right. In that case, I think we'll disband the troops that we've just hired, which is rather unfortunate. Don't know what the game did right there. So that ideally will put us back into the green. If not, we'll have to take a look at why. So let's see. The military amount, building maintenance, some stuff for... Yeah, military recruitment is starting to become the big thing. But at the same time, we should be fine going off of those. What else can we do here? In that case, we're not being attacked, which is really, really good. In that case, we might need to disband, say, another blob of units. Yeah, or else your morale is just terribly low. Okay, so that's one thing we can do. I can get a minor trade route here set up, which may or may not help.
The journey begins.
Yeah, and later on that'll upgrade to a full route. But ideally with kind of one more merchant, we will generate slightly more cash. So, apart from that, I'm guessing the other thing is that we've lost a trading town, which might be kind of the cause for concern here. So yeah, that's that. Luckily they don't seem to be making any offensive moves. So, in the meantime, I think we just stay put, really.
And now it begins.
See whether or not this thing is... Yeah, this thing's making a bit of a profit, which is quite nice. Right, in the meantime, I suppose we'll have to try to figure out whether or not we want to continue this or kind of back off, because, yeah, maintenance fees are quite steep from the looks of things. Alright, well, I think we'll do that inside another video, and, well, for the time being, we'll see you guys next time.